Good afternoon, boys and girls, glamour fans the world over. Welcome to the latest instalment. She's laughing already, that's a good sign. The jokes don't get any better than this. It's Glamour T. James at your service, and this is the Glamour Report brought to you in conjunction with Page 3 Classics. This is trivial fact, but I think it's only the second Glamour Report we've ever done on a bed. And I'm not on the bed, thank goodness, although I'm close enough. We are joined today by the fabulous Millie Fenton. Millie, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's a smashing bra you've got on.
Thank you.
It really does suit you. She's just put it back on, by the way, boys and girls, because we've just done a set in this very room. Lingerie set on this bed. We're here in a studio that I've never used before, but it's quite handy. It's got lots of space.
Yeah, it's a nice studio.
Yeah. You enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, I've had a really good shoot so far. I think we've got some good images, hopefully. So, yeah, I'm happy.
So, give us a bit of your background now. So you're a Page 3 girl for the Daily Star.
Yeah, I am.
Where else can people see you?
I've been in the sport a few times, and numerous websites, Curved FX, Only Tees, quite a few different ones actually. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But yeah, so mainly web publications and obviously a few print.
And how long have you been glad?
How long have we been at this?
How long have we been modelling?
I'm not
No,
sure.
I think as a famous model once said of me, I would break the camera, and she's right. How long have you been in the modelling business?
On and off from about the age of 18 actually, so I did start quite young.
Hmm.
So yeah, probably approaching maybe 6 years now.
No way, I thought you were only 19 now.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I'm 24 now, so
Wow.
yeah, quite a few years. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've had a really good time in the industry. It's been good.
Have you ever been with any agents, or have you managed to do it all freelance?
No, I've been entirely freelance
Wow.
since the word go. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that actually. Shows you can do it and you don't necessarily need an agent. Not that, it's not good to have an agent, but I've done it on my own and I think that's quite positive. So.
Yeah. And in those 6 years, you must have done quite a few overseas trips.
Yeah. So I've been to Spain, Portugal, Cyprus. I've been to Belgium. So yeah, I've got around Europe quite a bit, which has been good. Yeah, for shoots. So.
And what about the sort of traditional beach shoots? Like the whole calendar stuff and round the pool. Have you done trips of that nature?
Oh yeah, like Portugal, I think has been the best place for beach shoots. There's some gorgeous beaches there. And I've stayed in some beautiful villas all around Europe as well. So they've tended to all have really good pools and stuff. So I've done a lot of content in the pool and around the pool and stuff, not just by myself, with other models as well. So yeah, it's always fun. I always love shooting in the sun.
So do you always get on? Has there ever been any kind of major scraps where you've been pulling each other's hair and throwing each other in the pool?
No, thank God.
Dunking each other under the water. Drown, you bitch.
No, there's been no cat fights.
No.
All the models that I've ever been on trips with, we've all seemed to get on really well, which is a massive bonus.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, and do you find there's a network of friends on the model side of things that sort of stay in touch and share gossip about photographers and tips or is it very sort of fickle? One minute you might work with someone and then they're moved on and you lose touch.
I think it all depends really. Like I think in any walk of life you meet some people and you really hit it off and you stay in contact, and other people not so much. But I've made a few friends through the modelling industry who I've stayed in touch with outside of work. So yeah, I think it all depends really. But no, definitely, I think you can definitely form friendships within the industry.
And what do you find in your 6 years? I mean, let's think. That's sort of taking us back to 2011.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel really old now.
Sorry.
God.
Yeah, wait till you're old and grey like me.
Oh God.
What do you find have been the most drastic changes? I mean, what was different back then?
Well, I think there was a lot more in print when I started out.
Yeah.
All the lads' mags were still in circulation, for example. A lot of it's all gone on to social media. It's all web-based now, the lion's share of it anyway. So obviously that's probably been the biggest change that I've personally noticed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with the rise of social media, have you seen kind of a new breed of fan, is that the right word, that's kind of formed? Has that helped you in terms of the other sources of income that models might have? You know, like selling clothing that's been used on sets, or calendars, or other merchandise, or
Yeah, definitely. I think with it all going more towards the web side of things, models are quite easily accessible now through social media.
yeah.
Whereas obviously when it was when the lion's share was just in print, I think fans didn't really have access the way
No.
to models that they do now.
They would have to write to an agent or a newspaper.
Yeah, and we're pretty direct and we're easily approachable now through
Yeah.
obviously Twitter and various other social networking sites.
Some of you can be quite frightening, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
approachable, but
yeah, but there are.
be prepared to get your head bitten off.
I think it's the way that they approach us, really.
Yeah.
And if they're genuine fans and they're just here to support you and admire your work, and obviously buy picture sets and help you in whatever way they can, then that's great. But obviously there's going to be the minority who obviously take it a little bit too far
Yeah.
for whatever reason, but that's unavoidable, really.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do because a lot of people have access to the internet. So.
And you get some unsavoury requests for certain items of, shall we say, soiled underwear? Is that?
Oh yeah, all of that. Heels, lingerie. I've personally sold items. I still do actually. If anyone likes a particular picture and they come to me and say, do you still have those pants or those heels? And I do. I have sold them in the past.
Yeah.
Still happy to do so. That's not a problem for me. I think if someone wants a piece of memorabilia,
Yeah.
They can have it.
There you go then, collectors. Get in
Yes,
touch.
come to me.
Get in touch with Millie on
Have my
Twitter.
cast-offs.
But do be nice, and also do be quick, because are we not expecting a career change?
Well, yeah,
soon?
Yeah, definitely. It's on the horizon. Not 100% sure what that is going to be yet, but I'd have made the decision to move away from the industry entirely.
Right.
So yeah, I know I want to go and do some travelling. So that's going to be the first thing that I venture off to do. And then I'm going to come back and kind of reassess and see where I want to go from there. But yeah, I'm going to take a completely different direction in the new year.
And we got a few shoots, or you've got a few shoots in the diary.
I have, yeah.
A bit of a
actually,
flurry.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
A couple of abroad trips, which I'm looking forward to. It'd be nice to get some winter sun. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm busy for the next the next month really now, because we're nearly halfway through November.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that I'm busy. I feel like I'll be going out on a high.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to just have a few last shoots in just before I leave. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's quite a common thing we see now. People announce a retirement but still give photographers and producers the opportunity to grab a few last minute shoots with them.
Yeah, of course.
Which is good, and so it helps you sort of go out on a bang, with a bang, on a high even. Moving swiftly on. Speaking the opposite of highs, going back to if I may say so, a relative low. Tell us about the time that some newspaper basically wanted to conduct an interview to go with a lovely set of pictures.
Yeah.
These questions were slightly risque, weren't they?
Yeah, well, I wasn't pre-warned what these questions were going to be, and they were kind of dropped on me last minute. Very risque questions, actually. And I did answer them, had a bit of a joke, but they completely took a few things that I said and ran with them to the extreme. And yeah, the published article was saying in great detail how I like to be dominated, tied up, have ice cubes rubbed on my nipples, and that I'm a complete submissive, things that I'd never even said. But, it's all a laugh at the end of the day. It was a bit of a giggle reading it, I must say. But yeah, there you go. So that was interesting. Definitely something that will stick with me there, I think.
Yeah. But in what few magazines there are left available, I still see that sort of stuff written down.
Yeah, it's quite comical, really.
And because half the models I've either worked with or I know someone who knows them, and you read it, you think, nah, that's rubbish.
Yeah.
Who believes this nonsense?
Yeah, it's funny.
So when you're not modelling, what do you do to relax?
Well, I obviously enjoy hanging out with my friends, going for drinks, just the normal stuff, really. I have a little chihuahua, so she takes up a lot of my free time, going on walks and stuff. So yeah, varied really. Obviously I go to the gym, so a bit of a mixed bag.
What's your, speaking of drinks, what's your tipple of choice then? Are you a cocktail or wine lady or
White wine.
white wine?
That's my poison.
Yeah, Pinot Grigio or
Sauvignon
Sauvignon,
usually.
yeah.
I do like a Pinot, but just no Chardonnay. I'm not
Oh,
a Chardonnay fan at all.
yeah.
But I do like a cocktail as well. My favourite cocktails are Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
As cliche as that is for, you know, a girl's favourite cocktail, it is. So yeah, I like my Cosmos. So yeah, just...
What about the carbohydrate-laden TGI's, Barnum and Bailey's and all that ice cream milkshake style cocktail? You go for them or
no, not into that. I don't
too
want
filling.
a dessert as a drink.
You got to keep your wonderful figure.
No, don't like any of that stuff. No thanks.
Great. Well, look, it's been a relatively quick one, which is good because I ramble on and talk nonsense. So I think people will be pleased for a short, punchy glamour report. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
We wish you all the very best in whatever you choose to do in the new year.
Thank you.
I'm delighted to have got a photo shoot with you. It's been great so far. I can't wait to see the pictures.
Awesome.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks.